Hello friends, my name is Professor Ramdas Lal. In this video, you are going to study multiple choice questions on linear programming problem. Linear programming problem. In this chapter, you have to study the meaning of LPP, definition of LPP, and there are some important terms in LPP like decision variable, objective function, constraints, non-negativity condition, etc. So this chapter divided into two parts. The first one is formulation of LPP and second one is solution of given LPP. So you have to study these points for better understanding. Let us start the multiple choice question. Multiple choice question number 1. Mathematical model of linear programming is important because option A is it helps in converting the verbal description and numerical data into mathematical expression. B. Decision makers prefer to work with formal models. Option C. It captures the relevant relationship among decision factors. And D. It enables the use of algebraic techniques. So mathematical model of linear programming. So this concept is very important. So here the definition and meaning of linear programming is very important. As per the definition, we can say that it helps in converting the verbal description and numerical data into mathematical expression. It means linear programming problem convert the information or theoretical problem into a mathematical equation. So the option A is the correct answer. Now, multiple choice question number 2. The linear function of the variables which is to be maximized or minimized is called. So this is again the definition. Option A is given constraints. Option B is given objective function. Option C decision variable, and option D none of the above. So linear function of variables which is to be maximized or minimized. So in linear programming problem there is objective function which is maximize or minimize. If it is maximize, so maximize profit, maximize sales. If it is minimize, minimize cost or minimize expenditure. So the correct option is option B, objective function. So let us check. Question number 3. Constraint means option A, limitations are expressed in mathematical equalities or inequalities. B, assumptions. C, goal is to be achieved. Option D, none of the above. So here constraint means limitations given in the problem. So limitations are expressed in a mathematical equalities or inequalities. So option A is the correct answer. Let us check. Question number 4. It is not a part of LPP. So option A, decision variable. Option B, objective function. Option C, constraint. Option D, none of the above. So here you have to know the format of linear programming problem. So there is firstly decision variable, then in the linear programming problem we can write objective function, thirdly we write constraint, and fourth one is the non-negativity condition. So which is not a part of LPP. So Option A, decision variable is a part of LPP. Objective function as well as constant are the part of LPP. It means here the correct answer of this question is option D, none of the above. Now, question number 5. The first step in formulating an LPP is. So, when we are going to formulate the LPP, this is the first part of this chapter, formulation of LPP. When we are going to formulate the LPP, there are some steps we have to follow. So, here the question is, the first step in formulating an LPP is. So, which is the first step? So, let us check the options. So, let us check the options. A, understand the managerial problem being faced. B, perform a sensitivity analysis. C, identify the constraints. D, define the decision variable. So here, when we are going to formulate any linear programming problem, so we have to understand the managerial problem being faced. What is the problem in the industry? What is the problem in the business? What is the problem in the business enterprise? So we have to understand this problem, and then we can go to the next step for formulating the LPP. So please check the answer. Correct answer is option A. Now, next question, question number 6. A feasible solution of LPP, option A, must satisfy all the constraints simultaneously. B, need not satisfy all the constraints, only some of them. Option C, must be a corner points of the feasible region. And option D, all of the above. So here, feasible solution of LPP, it means here we have to satisfy all the constraint simultaneously. So here constraint must be fulfill the condition. So must satisfy all the constraint simultaneously. So check, correct answer is option A. Now question number 7. The objective function for a LPP is, so here objective function is given 3x1 plus 2x2 if x1 is equal to 20 and x2 is equal to 30. So this is objective function is given. What is the value of objective function? So here you have to calculate the objective value of objective function here when x1 and x2, x1 the value of x1 and x2 is given. So you have to put this value in the objective function. So z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 is equal to. So you have to calculate this, and the options are given. Option A 0, option B 50, option C 60 and option D 120. So let us put the value. So 3 multiplied by x, it means 3 multiplied by 20 plus 2 multiplied by x2, x2 is 30. It means 20 multiplied by 3, 60 plus 30 multiplied by 2, again 60. So it will be 120. So the option D is the correct option. So correct answer is option D. In this way, you can find out the value of objective function. Next question, question number 8. For the constraint of a linear optimizing function, z is equal to x1 plus x2 given by x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 1, comma 3x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 3, and x1 and x2 is greater than or equal to 0. So here the objective function is given, as well as constraints are given and non-negative condition is given. So for the constant of linear optimizing function, so here given, so options are, there are two feasible regions. Option B, there are infinite feasible regions. Option C, there is no feasible region. And option D, none of these. So here, firstly, you have to check all the conditions here. So you have to check the conditions. So non-negativity condition, there is no problem. But you have to find out this condition, these two conditions. If you check this condition, so you will get the answer here. So the constraint does not satisfy this condition. It means there is a no feasible region. So there is a no feasible region. So please check the correct answer. So correct answer is option C. Next question, question number 9. Decision variable are the physical quantities whose numerical value provides. So this is the definition. So here option A is non-negativity condition, option B is solution to the LPP, option C expenditure, and option D profit. So decision variable are the physical quantities whose numerical value provides. So the numerical value of the decision variable is not given. We have to assume it as a x or y, or we can assume it as x1, x2, dash 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 up to xn. So these are the decision variables. The value of this decision variable we can get from this the solution to the given LPP. So the option number B is the correct answer. Now question number 10. The dash dash is that region which satisfy all constraints. Option A, corner region. Option B, profit region. Option C, feasible region. Option D, unbounded region. So here the correct option is option C, feasible region, which is satisfy all the constraints. So which is given in the graph, which is a shaded region, is called as feasible region. Next question, please check the answer first. Correct answer is the option C. Next question, question number 11. The dash dash problem involves a decision as to which products to produce given limited sources. So here option A is given media mix, option B is given product mix, option C is portfolio, and option D is scheduling. So the correct option is product mix, option B. Now next question, question number 12. To find the optimal solution to an linear programming problem when using the graphical method, we must first identify when we are going to solve linear programming problem. So there are some steps we have to follow. So which is the first step? So option A, region of feasible solution. Option B, the simplex tabula. Option C, sensitivity parameters. And option D, additively constant. So here the first step is region of feasible solution. We have to identify the region of feasible solution. So there are some conditions we have to check feasible solution, the region of feasible solution, and we can shade this region. We have to find out the common region between the 2 or 3 lines, and then we can find out the feasible region and then the solution of given problem. So the correct answer is option A. Now I am giving a descriptive example here. Please everyone understand this example. You can pause this video for a minute and read this example carefully. and make a simple chart for formulation of LPP. A company manufactures two types of toys A and toys B. Each of type A requires 2 minutes for cutting and 1 minute for assembling. Each toy of type B requires 3 minutes for cutting and 4 minutes for assembly. So there are 3 hours available for cutting and 2 hours 40 minutes available for assembly. On selling of toy A, he gets a profit of rupees 10, and that of selling a toy of type B, he gets a profit of rupees 20. Formulate this problem as LPP to maximize the profit. So this is the descriptive problem. In multiple choice question, there will be a question, short question, which related to the descriptive problem, and you have to formulate this problem and give the answers to the given descriptive problem. So very simple, you have to make a chart. So there are, we can identify, there are two products, twice A and twice B. So the requirement is given. What is the requirement? Cutting and assembling. So here cutting and assembling. Cutting requires 3 hours and assembling requires 2 hours 40 minutes. You have to convert this into a minutes. So 3 hours it means 180 minutes and 2 hours 40 minutes it means 160 minutes. So this is the requirement. Okay, then as per the requirement, each product required. So here this information is given here. So you can make a equation for the constant. So then objective function is given. So here what is given? Profit. Profit for toys A rupees 10 and profit for toys B is rupees 20. And you have to formulate the LPP to maximize the profit. So very simple chart we have to make from this descriptive problem. So it will be look like that. So product twice A, twice B. There are limitations, cutting and assembly. So here objective function maximize profit is given. So in the example, type A requires 2 minutes for cutting and 1 minute for assembling, and the profit on selling of toys A is rupees 10. Then on the toy B, for toy B required 3 minutes for cutting and 4 minutes for assembling. On selling of toy B, he can get 20 rupees profit. Now the availability is given here. We have 180 minutes for cutting and 160 minutes for assembly. Now we have to decide the decision variable. So number of products, it means twice A to be produced, we can assume it as X, and twice B to be produced, we can assume it as a Y. So how to write objective function? So multiply this X and Y. So we can get the objective function 10x plus 20y. Z is equal to 10x plus 20y. Then the constants we can get, multiply this 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y. So the constant is 2x plus 3y less than or equal to 180. Secondly, x plus 4y less than or equal to 160. So in this way we can write the objective function as well as equation for constraint from this chart. Let us start the questions based on it. Question number 13. Which is the objective function Z is equal to maximize profit in the above LPP? So here Z is equal to 10x plus 20y. So option C is the correct option. So correct answer is option C. Next one. Which is the question number 14? Which is the equation of the cutting constraint line in the above LPP? So in this example, which is the equation for the cutting? So here you have to follow this chart which is shown before the slide. So here 2x plus 3y less than or equal to 180. So option B is the correct answer. Now the next question. Question number 15. Which is the equation of the assembling constraint line in the above LPP? So you have to identify the equation for the assembling. So here x plus 4y less than or equal to 160. So the correct answer is option D. Now question number 6. What is the solution to above LPP in terms of the respective quantities of x and y to be produced if profits are to be maximized? So here you have to solve this LPP and you have to find out the value of x and y. So what is the procedure to solve this LPP? So firstly, you have to consider given inequality as the equality. Then find out the points to plot these lines on the xy plane. When you plot these lines on the xy plane, you have to identify the common region. So common region, when you identify the common region, after that you have to find out the coordinates of the corner points. If you get the coordinates of the corner points, then you have to put this value of the coordinates in the objective function and you have to find out the value of objective function. So here when you calculate the value of x and y, then you can get the answer of this question. So the value of x and value of y. So here our objective function is maximize profit. For this objective function, what is the value of x and what is the value of y? So you have to identify from these four options. So when we solve this LPP, so you can get the value of x is equal to 48 and the value of y is equal to 28. So for this question, correct answer is option B. X is equal to 48 and y is equal to 28. For more videos, please subscribe this channel. Also, share this video to your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video.